Ep12, how you doing? I am back with another review for Married at First Sight. We are almost to the end of the season. Next week is part 1 of the season finale where we have gotten to decision day. Are you guys nervous? Are you excited? How do you feel? Let's get right on into this episode. I have to apologize. I watched the episode and usually I watch it as I review it for you guys. But my silly self accidentally erased it off of the DVR, so we're going from the dome today, so please forgive me if I forget anything. Let's start off with David and Ashley. David comes home from Buffalo. He's ready to talk to Ashley. He tries to talk to her a little bit. To me, she was still very standoffish. In her confessional she said she needed the time and she was ready to talk, but it didn't look that way to me. They got a visit from Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper addressed everything that was going on. If you ask my opinion, every time you see that the professionals are diagnosing that couple's relationship or they're having a conversation with it, you can tell that they're just about over it too. Because Ashley really has not given this thing a chance. It's always some kind of roadblock. David has been trying to work through this roadblock, and I'm not going to get on this tangent today. So, anyway, so they meet with Dr. Pepper. They tell her about what is going on. She expresses to them that it is the end of the experiment. It's not going to work if you don't try. So, she suggests that they do something out of the house to try to get a little bit closer. So they go to something called Squirrel Village, which is this kind of like zip line, hike up tree type of thing. And they're doing it. They have no choice but to work together because it's a kind of a couples thing. Actually willingly gives David a kiss on the cheek. And he's super excited about that. I don't understand why, but he's super, super excited about that. So that is how that went. At the end of the day, I believe that this is the couple that is not going to stay together. It was too much turmoil. It was too much me, myself, and I from Ashley on my hand. I think David just really, really wants to be married, so he's willing to have blinders on for everything that is going on in this relationship. I was watching another reviewer and he was like, David, I'm throwing in the towel for you. I'm happy he did because David is not, but he really needs to throw in the towel on this experiment and this lady. Neil and Samantha, they take 2 steps forward and 2 steps back. So as we know, Neil was going to a wedding in Las Vegas. So Sam took the time to spend some time with her girlfriends. They went out bowling. They had a really good time. They were asking her how she felt about him being gone. And, she reveals to us that she's actually starting to really like him. She's actually really starting to miss him. So we're going to she goes home and she decides to FaceTime with Neil. And Neil asks Sam, do you miss me? Instead of Sam answering the question, she answers the question with the question. Something I do not like at all whatsoever. But anyway, so she answers the question with the question. He answers and he's like, no. In boring Neil fashion, sovereign Neil fashion. And instantly you see the heartbreak on her face and she instantly gets upset. And she was like, well, that's disappointing or something she said. And he was like, no, it just takes a long time for me to miss somebody. And some people are like that. I mean, he's only been gone a couple of days and, and up until this point, he felt like she didn't have any other connection than a friendship connection. So he was just like, whatever. Now, Neil should have not asked that question if he did not miss her. You don't ask those type of questions because you know you're going to get that question asked back. But she was really, really hurt. She got really, really upset. Basically, she was done with the phone call. She was done with the relationship after that phone call. Anyway, so when Neil comes back, she had spent the night at her apartment with Sammy. So he was in there asleep, and she comes in and she tries to shake it off. And she's speaking with him, and he brought her back so much stuff that was so Sam-like that it kind of just broke down that little barrier that they had. And he was excited to see that their relationship was taking a turn where they do have some kind of intimate connection, where she did miss him. And so I think their relationship is still taking a turn. I think in their relationship, they're going to stay together just to see if it does work without the everyday hustles and bustles of the camera. So we will see once so we will see once decision day comes. So you guys remember this video and see if what I'm saying is correct, and I definitely will tell you in the next video as we get down to the decision making of the season. Tre and Vanessa, they start off the episode in a bit of conflict because they're trying to figure out what they're going to do once they make their decision. And to me, their mind is pretty much made that they're going to stay together. Trey's like, we shouldn't release our leases until we find a place that, you know, we can both agree on to make sure that is where they want to stay, because the place they live at now is too much traffic and some other things that I don't remember. So Vanessa immediately gets upset because she feels like he doesn't want to live with her, and he's like, well, it's not that I don't want to live with you, but, you know, I do believe we should live together, but I think that, you know, we should still have our safety net, because, you know, once the cameras are off and everything is all said and done, these are things that I just read in between the lines. They may decide, hey, forget this, I don't want to be with you no more. Bye. So that was their conflict. It kind of was left kind of unresolved, but the next thing you know, Trey's coming home and he's like, well, you know, this last week is going to be really stressful. I just want to do something for her. I just want to get away. And he writes her a note, and he has rose petals, and he leaves her a single rose out of a note, and he pours her a glass of champagne, and he tells Nola, you can come too, but you got to come with your mama. Basically, I don't want to ride with this dog. But anyway, so she comes home, so she sees it. She sees that he's sending her a car in 15 minutes, and she goes and get her and Nola's stuff ready. Excuse me, y'all. Goes and get her and Nola's stuff ready, and that is that. They ride up. They go into this vineyard, kind of like a bread and breakfast vineyard. The owner or the innkeeper, whatever you want to call her, she greets her. There are rose petals leading out to Trey. Trey has the rest of the bouquet. They sit down, they have dinner. And he, you know, expressed that he just wanted to get away. He wanted to do something special. She was all blushy, blushy. Hey, my man loves me, even though he don't say it. They go back to the room and they relax. So the next scene is they're getting up, and he had planned for them to go horseback riding. Vanessa was on her horse, but that horse did not want Vanessa on her, or did not like the chemistry, because that horse was doing anything and everything but what it was supposed to do. So she eventually has to get on the horse with Trey, and then she noticed that he's having this allergic reaction. His face is real itchy. I mean, in the confessionals, you can see that his eyes are kind of coming closed. So they go back to the room, and he's icing his face, and she got him some pills, and they were laying, and she was like, I think we should go home. So they get in Trey's car. Vanessa drives them home, and basically that was that for the show. Everything is bearing down for decision day. In true Married at First Sight fashion, is the half of the show is going to probably be wrapping up the couples, and then the last will be probably one, maybe two couples, but probably just one couple making the decision. So we will see what happens next week. I thank you guys for watching my videos. I have really truly enjoyed reviewing this show for you guys and with you guys. Please remember to like, comment, share my video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you guys, and bye.